On a Monday afternoon, the day after Christmas, Eagles hosted the NFL championship game at Franklin Field. Going into the 1960 season, the Eagles were not exactly brimming with confidence.
We were okay. We were an okay team. But an okay team went to the top.
There was some player that said that the 1960 Eagles were the worst championship team that ever won a championship.
The 1960 football season was like a genie that came out of a bottle in City Hall courtyard. And for 1 year, it granted Philadelphia's football fans their every wish. It was only 1 year, but for 1 year, everything they wished for came true. It's almost that hard to explain in logical terms. They started the year at home against the Browns and got absolutely demolished. I mean, the Browns beat them 41-24, and it wasn't even that close. And then the next week, they go down to Dallas and play the Cowboys, who were then an expansion team. And that was a terrible Cowboy team who'd wound up not winning a game the entire season. And the Eagles only won it by 2 points, and the only reason they won it was because they blocked 2 PATs. So when they come back home for week 3, there's nobody who really thinks that this team's going anywhere.
The following week, the Eagles came from behind in the final quarter to beat the Cardinals, one of 6 fourth-quarter comebacks on the season, all of them led by the man they called Dutch, Norm Van Brocklin.
Van Brocklin was like Houdini. He could pull magic out of his helmet. You talk about a Cinderella. We were always behind at halftime, and Van Brocklin would pull it out. We would bite, scratch, kick, gouge, anything we could do to win a game. It just seemed like we had a guardian angel over us or something like that.
If ever a single player lifted a team that was average into winning a championship, it was him. And he did it by the sheer force of his personality, his will, and his skill. And he was already well into his 30s when that happened. He was almost literally a coach on the field as well as a player.
The game that really turned their season around was the rematch with the Browns in Cleveland. That was a game that Van Brocklin refused to lose. They fell behind and then began to rally in the second half.
Strike. Van Brocklin's pass travels 59 yards in the air, and Tommy McDonald is under it to land in the end zone for the TD. The score is a tense 22-21.
And it was really the leadership and the tenacity of Van Brocklin that pulled that team through. And his will became that team's will.
Van Brocklin executes a nice fake, then flips to Billy Barnes, and the big halfback has it for the score.
And you saw it in the fourth quarter.
The Eagles are fighting both the Browns and the clock now. Van Brocklin gets them off and flying from their 10 with a pass to Pete Retzlaff, good for 27 yards.
And they came back, and at the end of the game, with just seconds to go, they have Bobby Walston lining up to kick a 38-yard field goal. Now, Bobby Walston was a good kicker, but 38 yards was way beyond Bobby's range. And he's kicking in Cleveland, into the open end of the stadium, into the wind. You think there's no way.
In a heart-stopping finish, Bobby Walston boots a 38-yard field goal that barely clears the bar with 16 seconds left in the game, and the Eagles win.
Somehow, it went through the uprights.
It's a big victory for the Birds in one of the greatest battles in the National Football League since the 1958 championship game. The Eagles triumph 31-29 to stay in the thick of the Eastern Conference championship race.
I really think that game, that win in Cleveland, in addition to launching the Eagles towards the championship, which it clearly did, put Philadelphia over the moon in terms of pro football. That was the game that just set off the pro football explosion in the city. It's almost a clear demarcation point in the Eagles' history. The week before that game, the Eagles played a very good Detroit Lions team at Franklin Field and drew 38,000 people.
38,000 fans are on hand to see if the Eagles can stay in contention with the Browns and Giants.
They go to Cleveland and they win this miraculous game. The next Sunday they come home and play the Pittsburgh Steelers at Franklin Field, and they have 58,000 people.
The Philadelphia Eagles, tied for the lead at the summit of the Eastern Conference, attract the largest home crowd since 1950, as 58,324 pack Franklin Field for their key battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The day of the game, the line to buy tickets literally wrapped around Franklin Field, went all the way down 33rd Street to Market Street. And from that point forward, you couldn't buy an Eagles ticket. They were an unstoppable force.
The Eagles won a franchise record 9 consecutive games, despite a defense that ranked 10th in a 12-team league. In Week 5, linebacker Bob Pellegrini was lost for the season. His replacement, 35-year-old offensive center Chuck Bednarik, played both sides of the ball the rest of the season.
In the case of a lot of great athletes, things get exaggerated over time, and myths grow beyond fact. I think that Chuck Bednarik is one of the very, very few people whose accomplishments were, in fact, greater than the myth that surrounded them. People talk about the last of the 60-minute men, but if you actually go back and you think about what he did at the age of 35, for him to play half a season, 58 to 59 minutes a game, and not just be on the field, but making the plays that define the season. The hit on Gifford that saves the game in New York, one of the most legendary shots in history of pro football.
With the Birds trailing late in the fourth quarter at New York, Jimmy Carr scored on a fumble recovery to put the Birds ahead 17-10. It was up to the defense to shut down the Giants' final drive.
Clock is running down. It's about a minute and a half to play in the game. Gifford swings out of the backfield, comes down the field, across, down and in. They're dangerous. That's like a Volkswagen going down a one-way street, and a Mack truck is coming the opposite way. When the ball flew in the air, Chuck Weber fell on it. I had no idea where Frank Gifford was, and then when I saw him recover the ball and I turned around, and then simultaneously I was with a gesture like this, standing over him, and I said these exact words: "This effing game is over." And it would appear by the picture that I'm gloating over him. I wasn't gloating over him. I had no idea that he was there.
He just leveled Frank. I mean, Frank was level and knocked him cold, of course. And Frank missed a whole year of football the following season. That's how hard he got hit. I thought Bednarik killed him.
They carried Frank off the field on a stretcher, and unknown to us, some fan that day had a heart attack in the stands. The man had unfortunately died in our locker room, and they were taking him out with a sheet over his face just as we started to walk in, and we all thought that Bednarik had killed Gifford.
In a scheduling oddity, the Eagles played the Giants again the next week at home, and again won on a fourth-quarter comeback.
Makes the catch, and the Rapid rookie rockets for the goal line to complete a 51-yard scoring play.
By beating the Cardinals the next week, the Eagles clinched their first Eastern Conference title since the championship season of 1949.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Walsh with Jack Whitaker at Franklin Field in Philadelphia, where this afternoon the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles will meet for the championship in the National Football League. The Eagle captains today are Norm Van Brocklin and Chuck Bednarik. Bill Forrester and Jimmy Ringo are the Packer captains. They were out a moment ago for the coin toss. The Eagles won the toss, elected to receive, and will defend the goal to our right. The officials are out, and we'll have the ball game underway very shortly. We have quite a representation here from the northern part of Wisconsin, or all parts of Wisconsin, chartered planes and trains, and we know that we have about 2,000 here at least from the Green Bay area. We still have the band down on the playing field, entertaining the huge crowd here as they file into Franklin Field. As we glance around, we can see that it's filling up rapidly, and probably will be filled by the time we have the opening kickoff. We have kind of a nice day here in Philadelphia. The sun is shining brightly. We expected a high temperature of 45 degrees. I doubt if it'll get that warm. As I mentioned earlier, the Eagles won the toss, elected to receive. So they in the first quarter will be moving from right to left, defending the goal to our right. The referee today is Ronnie Gibbs. The Eagles come onto the field. The Packers break their huddle down here, move out. So we're just about set for the opening kickoff. At the other microphone, the voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Jack Whitaker.
Thank you very much, Blaine Walsh, and good afternoon, everybody. It's high noon here in Philadelphia, and the championship game just to get underway. The Packers will be kicking off to Philadelphia. They'll be moving right to left, west to east, as Franklin Field is laid out. The Packers dressed in gold pants, white jerseys with green numerals, and gold helmets. The Eagles in their home uniforms of silver pants, green jerseys, and silver numerals. Hornig moves up to the ball. The kick, an end over end down the middle, and the game is underway. Brown takes it on the 4-yard line, across the 10, cutting to the outside, to the 20, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line by Ray Nitschke, big number 66, the linebacker of the Green Bay Packers. So our first play from scrimmage in this championship game of 1960 will be 1st and 10 for Philadelphia at their own 22-yard line. Chuck Bednarik is starting at offensive center for Philadelphia and probably will go both ways. Retzlaff is now flanked left to the far sideline. McDonald flanked to the right, the near sideline. Van Brocklin at quarter, comes back, fakes a handoff to his fullback. A swing pass intended for Barnes, but intercepted. Just a moment, intercepted, yes, by Bill Quinlan, breaking in from his right end position on the first play of the game. Green Bay, 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. The pass thrown a little high, intended for Barnes. A swing pass in the left flat, intercepted by Bill Quinlan, and the Packers are in business. The ball at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Starr, quarterback now, flanked out to the left is Max McGee. Naffel to the right. The handoff goes to Taylor. He's across the 15-yard line before he's hit down there by Chuck Bednarik, number 60. And Chuck Weber, number 51, the middle linebacker. A pickup on the play of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. The ball just across the 10 at the 9. The first play from scrimmage. A tremendous break here for the Packers. 2nd and 5. The ball at the 9. Flanking out to the left is Max McGee. Boyd Dowler split about 5 yards to the right. The handoff to Horning, coming around the left side, across the 9 and down to about the 6-yard line before he's hit there by Jesse Richardson, big number 72, and Tom Brookshire, the right wing back. And let's see where they'll place the ball. The ball at about the 7. 3rd down, and about 3 to go for Green Bay at the Philadelphia. McGee out about 5 yards to the left. It's a beeper right through the middle, but I don't think he got anywhere. Let's see. There's a big pile up at about the 5-yard line, and the Eagles have held. The Eagles have held. Chuck Weber plunged up in the middle linebacking spot there as Jim Taylor tried for the first down. The Eagles ball, 1st and 10 on their own 5. And this is an indication of what it's going to be like today. We're in for a great ball game. Left to the left. Van Brocklin on a delay handoff to Dean, who crosses the 15. Fumbles the ball, and let's see who's got it. Dean was up plenty for a first down across the 20-yard line, but it's recovered by Green Bay. Bill Forrester, number 71, falls on it, and it'll be Green Bay's ball at the 22. And once again, Green Bay has taken over deep in Philadelphia territory. 1st and 10 at the Eagle 22. Again, McGee split to the left. The handoff to Horning. He's coming around the left side, hit by Brookshire at about the 17-yard line. A pickup on the play of about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 17. An interception and a fumble, both recovered by Green Bay in the opening moments of the first period. No score yet. 2nd and 5, Green Bay's ball at Philadelphia's 17-yard line. Boyd Dowler flanking out right. The handoff to Taylor across the 15 and down to about the 12-yard line, hit by Chuck Weber and Maxie Bond. And now they're getting close to a first down. And I believe they'll bring the chains into measure. Here comes the chains in. An intercepted pass on the first play by the Eagles, recovered by Green Bay. The Eagles held. And then the Eagles going for a first down. Ted Dean fumbled. Green Bay has recovered, and they have now made a first down at the 11-yard line. First and 10 at the 11 for Green Bay. 10 minutes left to play of this first period. A capacity crowd at Franklin Field, 67,000. And every seat seems to be filled from our vantage point. Boyd Dowler flanking wide to the right, and Max McGee to the left. Taylor and Horning in the backfield with Starr. Hand off to Horning, going around the right side. He's hit by Bednarik across the 10-yard line. Bednarik pulls him down at about the 8-yard line. Fred Thurston leading the way with a nice block. A pickup on the play of about 3 yards.
The ball at the 20. Starr will hold. It's down. The kick is up. It is good. The kick is good. And there's timeout on the field with the score. Green Bay 3, Philadelphia nothing. Slav split left and McDonald right. Barnes and Dean in the backfield. Van Brocklin back, throwing down the middle, intended for Walston. And they're going to call pass interference on Emron Canal, number 45, who bumped into Bobby. Pass interference at the 35, a Philadelphia first down.
A quick look into Walston across the 40-yard line at about the 43. But not quite enough for a first down. Let's see where they place it. At the 44, they may have a measurement. Hit there by Ray Nitschke. Chuck Bednarik out watching as they bring the chains in for Philadelphia, and most of the Packers gathered round. It was 3rd down and 8. They needed to get right to the 34. They miss it by a half a yard. They miss it by a half a yard. 4th down. And the Philadelphia kicking team comes in, and dropping back in safety, number 24, Willie Wood, and number 33, Lou Carpenter for Green Bay. Van Brocklin will punt for Philadelphia. Three 0. A Paul Horning 20-yard field goal, the only score in this game so far. Van Brocklin will punt from about the 35-yard line. Wood and Carpenter deep, standing down at their own 15 and 20-yard line respectively. Here's the snap and the boot, a high spiral going down to Willie West. Now he takes it over to Carpenter at about the 16-yard line, and he's hit immediately. Whopped down there by Jerry Reichow and John Wittenborn, who covered the punt beautifully, and the ball will be placed at the 17-yard line of the Packers. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. The Philadelphia defensive team fanning out now. Out of the huddle come the Packers. Boyd Dowler flanking out to the right side. Max McGee about 5 yards split at the left. Starr dropping back to throw. Going for a long one, and he's got a man open. Jerry Knaffel up at the 35-yard line, across the 35 to about the 37, hit by Jimmy Carr and Don Burrows. A beautiful pattern there, and Knaffel was wide open. The ball at the 37. First down and 10 at the Green Bay 37.
Boyd Dowler flanked out to the right. McGee to the left. Fitchak here to Taylor, coming around across the 40, but he's stripped up there by Maxie Bourne on an ankle tackle, and Taylor gets to about the 42.
A high kick it doesn't go very far. Coming over to the left side, it takes a bounce, though, for the Packers and goes out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at the 17. And Philadelphia will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 17. Right in front of our NBC microphones. And the Eagles once more go on the offensive. Green Bay leading 3-0. About 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first period. Van Brocklin, Barnes, Dean, and McDonald in the backfield. Retzlaff flanking out to the left side. McDonald to the right. Handoff is to Billy Barnes, who's cutting back in, gets up to about the 20-yard line, where he's hit by Henry Jordan and Willie Davis. And we'll wait for the officials to mark it. Just over the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3. 2nd and 7, the ball at the Philadelphia 20. McDonald coming out to the right and Retzlaff to the left. Walston's the tight end on the left side. Getting rushed. Van Brocklin's running the ball. A beautiful rush put on by Henry Jordan there, and he made Van Brocklin do something he hasn't done all year. He ran with the ball, and he gets it up to the 24-yard line, and the partisan Philadelphia crowd are giving Van Brocklin a big hand. That's very possibly the first time in the 3 years the Dutchman's been in Philadelphia that he's run with the ball. So Green Bay has accomplished something today. 3-0, Green Bay leading. Beautiful high spiraling punt. Going to Willie Wood, who takes it at the 40-yard line and is banged down at his own 38 immediately on a racking tackle there by John Wilcox, a rookie from Oregon, 6'5", 230 pounds. And Richie Lucas, who was down on there, is limping off for Philadelphia. So the Packers will put the ball in play. 1st and 10 at their own 37. Boyd Dowler flanked out to the right and Max McGee to the left. Taylor and Hornung in the backfield. A fake pitch out to Hornung. It goes on a second delayed handoff to Taylor, who gets across the 40-yard line. Hit there by Bob Freeman, number 41, and Don Burrows, the left wing and safety man of Philadelphia. The ball placed at the 43.
2nd down, 5 yards to go.
2nd down and 4 at the 43. Boyd Dowler again going right, and McGee to the left here. McGee way out to the left side. Hornung and Taylor in the backfield. Starr gives it to Hornung, who's trying to get outside. Gets across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. A delay handoff to Hornung that time, hit by Jess Richardson and Marion Camel. The right tackle and end on that Philadelphia defensive team. Green Bay leading 3-0. Boyd Dowler going out to the right side, and McGee flanked out to the left. Starr going back to pass this time. Throwing out into the flank here to Gary Knaffel, who gets the ball at the Eagle 43-yard line. Hit down by Tom Brookshire immediately. Officials placing the ball up at the 42. Second down and 1.
1 yard to go.
Eagle 42-yard line. Max McGee again comes out to the left and Boyd Dowler to the right. Open sideline to the right. Goes to Taylor, who belts right up the middle, almost gets in the clear, and it's finally brought down by Chuck Bednarik after Don Burrows and Chuck Weber had a shot at Taylor, but he went right through. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Green Bay 3, Philadelphia nothing. Back at Franklin Field, this is Jack Whitaker with Blaine Walsh for the championship game of the National Football League for 1960. Green Bay leading 3-0 over the Philadelphia Eagles as we're about to start the second period. The Packers now have marched from their own 37 down to the Philadelphia 28, where they have a first down and 10. The last one, a beautiful burst through the middle by Jim Taylor. And the touchdown saved only by a tackle by Chuck Bednarik. Second down and 10 from the 28. Starr going to the air again. Intended for Boyd Dowler. And complete. Tackled by Bobby Freeman. The pass complete at the Eagle 15. First down and 10 for the Packers. At the Eagle 15-yard line on a pass from Star to Dollar. Norm Masters has come in now to replace Forrest Gregg. Green Bay leading 3-0 in the opening moments of the second period. Taylor trying to get right through the middle of the line, and he gets yardage down to about the 11-yard line, hit there by Chuck Weber. Taylor bolted right through the middle of the line. A slight angle from the 24-yard line. The snap. The ball is up. It is good. It is good. There is timeout on the field with the score. Green Bay 6, Philadelphia nothing. Green Bay took 11 plays to go from their own 37-yard line until they kicked the field goal from the 24 for that second score. 6-0 they lead. The handoff this time to Barnes. Gets through the hole, across the 35, and finally hit down by Bill Forrester from his right linebacking spot. Helped there by Willie Davis. The ball across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and a first down for Philadelphia. The second first down for Philadelphia in the ball game. First and 10. The ball at the 37. Retzlaff and McDonald split. And Brocklin throwing out to the flat, and again almost intercepted by Willie Davis, but picked up here. Let's see what they rule on this. What happened is that Willie Davis coming in there again almost intercepted a flat pass. It bounced back into Van Brocklin's arms, and he threw it again, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ted Dean. Early in the ball game, as a matter of fact, the first play from scrimmage for Philadelphia, it was intercepted by Quinlan. It'll be second down and 10 from the 37. Rule is an incomplete pass. Retzlaff flanked to the left and McDonald to the right. Delay handoff there to Ted Dean. He gets through and gets the yardage up to about the 45-yard line. Hit there by Henry Jordan and Dan Curry. Ted Dean on a delay handoff, slanting off right tackle, brings the ball up to the 45-yard line of Philadelphia. Third and 2 for Philadelphia. The score, Green Bay 6, Philadelphia nothing. Third and 2 for Philadelphia at their own 45. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the second period. A handoff to Barnes, swinging out wide, but Bill Forrester won't let him turn the corner. Number 71, Bill Forrester, playing it beautifully there, refused to be turned in and held off long enough for Jesse Whitman to come up to Spill Barnes for a loss of 3 yards. So it'll be fourth down and 5, the ball at the 43. And again, Philadelphia faced with a punting situation. Green Bay leading 6-0. Willie Wood and Luke Carpenter dropping back into safety. Van Brocklin kicking for Philadelphia. And Brocklin waits a moment and then boots a high spiral. Fair catch signaled for, but the man, Willie Wood, slips and falls down. The ball taken there by John Wilcox. Now let's see what the ruling is. This is a very odd one. We've never seen it. A fair catch signaled for, and as Wood signaled for the fair catch, he slipped. As the field is getting slick here, but they're giving it to Green Bay at the point of the fair catch, which is at the 20-yard line. First wide to the left, and Dollar about 10 yards to the right. McGee going to the air here on third down, has a man wide open. Taylor is fullback across the 25, down at the 26-yard line by Tom Brookshire. A pass to his fullback out in the flat to about the 26-yard line. And it will be fourth down and about 3 yards to go, so the Green Bay kicking team comes in. Going deep for Philadelphia, number 22, Tim Brown. 5'11", 195 pounds from Ball State Teachers College in Indiana. And Ted Dean, a rookie out of the University of Wichita. Max McGee punting from about his own 17. A low bullet-type kick that goes down to the Philadelphia 44-yard line, where it's down there by a Green Bay man. Ron Kramer. The ball at the Philadelphia 44. First and 10 for the Eagles. 6-0. The Packers lead on 2 field goals by Paul Hornung. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the second period. McDonald flanked out to the right side and Retzlaff to the left. A fake handoff as Van Brocklin rolls out to the right side. He hits McDonald in the middle at the Green Bay 45, and Tommy rolls to the 35 before he's hit by Jesse Whittington and Hank Preminger. A first down for Philadelphia as McDonald caught the pass and slanted back down across the Packer 40-yard line to the 35. First and 10 for Philadelphia at the Green Bay 35-yard line. McDonald flanking out right, covered there by Emlyn Tunnell. Retzlaff at tight left end. Van Brocklin going for a long one, throwing into McDonald. He's got him open at the 7-yard line. McDonald, touchdown. Stepped back and took all the time in the world. Spotted McDonald open with about 5 yards between Emlyn Tunnell and the sideline. Van Brocklin threaded the needle, and Tommy went over after catching the ball at the 7-yard line. The score, Eagles 6 and Packers 6. Extra point attempt now will be made by Bobby Walston. Boston kicking from the 10-yard line. It is good. There is timeout on the field, and the score, Philadelphia 7, Green Bay 6.
Scored a lot of touchdowns in the pros, but I think that will be the one that really will stick with me because I got it in there. I didn't let him down.
Now McDonald had split to the right. Retzlaff is about 5 yards out to the left at the line of scrimmage. Van Brocklin going to the air. Has a lot of time now. Throwing a long one intended for Retzlaff. And Pete takes the ball at the Green Bay 35. A fantastic catch by Pete Retzlaff. Covered all the way by John Symank and Jesse Whittington. But the pass was just over their heads and almost over Retzlaff. And Brocklin going to the air again. A swing pass out to Dean. He's down to the 25. Jukes away from Forrester. Gets away from another man. He's down across the 15. Down to the 10-yard line. Hit down finally by John Symank. Another first down for Philadelphia. They're 6th in the ball game. 3rd and 8. A big play for Philadelphia. A rush is on here. Pass intended for Billy Barnes, but incomplete. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. And now the Philadelphia field goal team comes in. Bobby Walston to kick and Sonny Jurgensen to hold. There'll be a slight angle from the left. He'll kick it from the 15-yard line with a slight angle. There's the snap. Kick is up. It is good. It is good. And the score now is Philadelphia 10, the Packers 6. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Philadelphia leading 10-6. A handoff here to Hornung. He gets a big hole in both right up the middle and is still going across the 35-yard line. Hit finally by Bednarik and Vaughn. A beautiful run by Paul Hornung. And nice hole and nice blocking work in the line there by Thurster and Kramer. The ball just across the 35. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. A minute and 50 seconds left to play in the half. It goes to Taylor. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage, but then slides off magnificently to the right side and gets enough for the first down, I would think. Finally hit by Chuck Bednarik. A first down for Green Bay. The ball at the 48-yard line. Fine second effort there by the great fullback of the Packers, Jim Taylor. 6 feet, 215 pounds from LSU. 1st and 10.
Firing out, a pass completed to Taylor, and he's going down the sidelines. Finally knocked out at the 20-yard line by Tom Brookshire. Beautiful run there, and Taylor, with that magnificent balance of his, almost kept on his feet and could have gone all the way. The ball is being placed at the Philadelphia 20. A 1st and 10 for Green Bay. They're 9th in the ball game. And they've got 55 seconds left to play. They trail the Eagles 10-6, but they're getting awfully close. 1st and 10 at the Eagle 20. Dollar to the right, Max McGee to the left. Horning and Taylor in the backfield. Starr going way back to pass now. Down the center, he hits Horning. Horning's got a little room, but he's finally upended by Bobby Freeman, number 41, at the Eagle 13-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards on the play, and I believe timeout is called now by Green Bay. 45 seconds left in this half. And, of course, Green Bay would like the touchdown. And for Bart Starr, that's his 8th completion out of 16 tries in this first half.
Which gives the Packers time to get their play off. The kick is up. It is no good. No good. It is wide. Horning's attempt from the 9-yard line is no good. And that is the way the half ends. That's the end of the half. And the score is Philadelphia 10, Green Bay 6.
It is 1:30 Philadelphia time, Eastern Standard Time, so we have plenty of daylight left. They moved the kickoff up to 12 o'clock, as you know, because in case of a sudden death or a very overcast and cloudy day, darkness may have taken over. And now the Green Bay Packers have come out of their dressing room on the far side and the Philadelphia Eagles on the near side. And to tell you all about this second half action is a very fine colleague, the voice of the Green Bay Packers, Blaine Walsh. Blaine?
All right, thank you, Jack. The Packers are huddling down here in front of the bench. First down and 10 for the Packers. Here is Paul Horning trying the left side, gets up across the 40, still going to the 45 and drives to the 50. Paul Horning running beautifully for just about 20 yards and a first down on the Eagle 49-yard line. Horning going nicely. Jerry Kramer opened the hole for him that time. Chuck Weber was the man who made the tackle. First down and 10 for the Packers at the Eagle 49-yard line. Paul Horning found a nice opening that time over the left side of his own line and carries into Philadelphia territory. Bart Starr brings the Packers out of the huddle again. Takes the ball, fakes a pitch out, gives to Jimmy Taylor. He gets an opening up the middle, down to the 40, to the 35, hit from behind by Bobby Freeman and stopped right at the 35-yard line. Jimmy Taylor going 14 yards down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles lead by a score of 10-6. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Another first down for the Packers. 1st and 10 on the Eagle 35-yard line. Green Bay comes out of the huddle again. Again, Starr calls out the signals, takes the ball, gives to Horning, trying the left side, gets an opening, upset as he crosses the line of scrimmage, and goes for about 4 yards to the 31-yard line. Paul Horning carrying. Kramer and Thurston leading the way again. Those two big guards in there, stopped by Marion Campbell and Maxie Bond. The ball at about the 31-yard line. 4-yard gain, second down and 6 for Green Bay. On the Eagle, 31-yard line. Again, the Packers come out of the huddle. Starr sets Dollar wide to the right as a flanker. McGee split out about 7 yards to the left. Starr takes the ball, pitches back to Jimmy Taylor coming around the right side, gets a nice block, drives down very close to the 25-yard line before he is really racked up by Marion Campbell and Johnny Nocera. Johnny Nocera hitting very hard in there. They move the ball in and spot it down. The yard marker has been rubbed out at about that spot. It's a little difficult to tell exactly where it is, but it looks like the 26-yard line. So it is third down, about 3 for the Packers. Ball down very close to the 26-yard line. Here's Bart Starr down into the center again. He takes the ball, gives to Paul Hornung coming out to the right side, hit by Bednarik at the 25 and is stopped at the 25. They unpile and will put the ball down pretty close to that 25-yard line. The Packers would have to get inside the 25 to about the 24 for a first down. A Packer was injured on the play, and a timeout has been called. I think it is Paul Hornung who was injured on the play. Stretched out down there. It is Paul Hornung. So we have a timeout on the field. The score, the Philadelphia Eagles 10, the Green Bay Packers 6. Paul Hornung has left the ball game, but he moved off the field under his own power. Seems to be okay. Tom Moore has replaced him. Packers out of the huddle again. Fourth down. Here is a handoff to Jimmy Taylor. He is hit by Bednarik at the line of scrimmage, fights for yardage. And we'll know in a moment whether or not he made it. The referee, Ronnie Gibbs, in there, plants his foot firmly and says he got this far. We might have to measure. It is very close. Chuck Weber teamed up with Bednarik that time to make the tackle. We will have an official's timeout for a measurement. The Packers driving down inside the Eagle 25-yard line. Jimmy Taylor, and the slow going out there, is having a little difficulty getting a start. But he managed to get a little head of steam that time, got a step in there and drove in very hard. And it is short of a first down. Short of a first down, the Eagles take. Van Brocklin again with the ball, dropping back to pass. He looks, he throws one up the middle. It is complete to Tommy McDonald at the 50. He's down to the Packer 40, hit there by Jess Whittenden, and down to the Packer 40. Nice reception by Tommy McDonald. Cutting in from his flanker spot wide to the right. Took the pass in stride at the 50-yard line. Was hit low and upset by Whittenden, stopped right at the Green Bay 40-yard line. So they gained 43 yards on that play. First down and 10 for the Eagles. On the Green Bay 40-yard line. Tommy McDonald set out to the right again. The ends are in close. Van Brocklin takes the ball, gives to Billy Barnes, trying the right side. He can't find an opening in there, but he does fight his way ahead down across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Stopped by Henry Jordan with help from Willie Davis. Ball at the Green Bay 33-yard line. Billy Barnes getting 7 yards. Second down and 3. He was hit as he crossed the line of scrimmage, but he managed to move down to the 33 anyway. Once again, Philadelphia moves out of the huddle. McDonald wide to the right. Retzlaff sent out to the left. Van Brocklin down into the center. Calls out the signals. The ball is snapped. Given this time to Teddy Dean, who tries the right side of his own line. Off tackle, gets down inside the 30 to the Packer 28-yard line. A first down for the Eagles. Ray Nitschke making the tackle. Eagles out of the huddle again. Van Brocklin takes the ball, drops back to pass. He looks, he throws, the pass complete to Walston at the 15. He's at the 10. Hit from behind and down to the 5. Johnny Simate riding him down at the 5-yard line. Bobby Walston taking a pass straight up the middle from Van Brocklin. A 25-yard gain and a first and goal to go on the 5-yard line. Well, the Packers are having trouble stopping those Van Brocklin passes this afternoon. 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Philadelphia out of the huddle. Here's Van Brocklin pitching the ball back to Ted Dean coming wide to the right. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage. Drives across the 5 to about the 4-yard line. These Eagles, who lead the Packers by 4 points, 10-6, driving deep into Packer territory. Teddy Dean carrying the ball, stopped by Bill Quinlan at the 4-yard line. Second and goal to go. Gain of a yard on the play. Again, the green-shirted Eagles break out of the huddle. Tommy McDonald set wide to the right. Van Brocklin down onto the center. Bednarik is the big center. The ball is snapped. Fake handoff. Van Brocklin rolling out to the right. Throws a pass. Intercepted in the end zone by Simank. And the Packers will have the ball first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Well, that stops the threat. A big interception by Johnny Simank. The pass intended for Tommy McDonald in the end zone. Intercepted by Simank. And the score remains Philadelphia 10, Green Bay 6. Packers take over first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. The Packers' second interception of the...
Here is Starr. Take with the ball. Dropping back to pass. Throws one complete to Taylor at the line of scrimmage. He's hit him down immediately by Don Burrows. No gain on the play. Little safety valve pass there from Starr to the fullback, Jimmy Taylor. No. At the 20, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, up to the Eagle 45-yard line. Max McGee back in punt formation, standing inside the 10. Took the ball, waited for a moment, and ran right straight upfield. He had to get to the 30 for a first down. He made that easily. He was still at top speed. Carried to the 40, then across the midfield stripe, and down to the Eagle 45-yard line. First down and 10 for Green Bay. On the Eagle 45. Ted Dean, one of the deep men for the Eagles, made the tackle. So Starr calls out the signal. Takes the ball, drops back to pass, looking for a receiver. He throws one up the middle. It is complete to Knappel down at the 35-yard line. He is hit down immediately at the 34. Stopped by Burrows and Freeman. And a first down for Green Bay at the Eagle 34-yard line. The gun sounds ending the third quarter. At the end of the third period, here at Franklin Field in Philadelphia, the score is Philadelphia Eagles 10, the Green Bay Packers 6.
Apostrophe S. My Hydrate. Hot dog. Hydrate. It's best.
Back at Franklin Field in Philadelphia, the fourth quarter underway. Packers have the ball first down and 10. Tom Moore just carried the ball down inside the Philadelphia 25 to the 23-yard line. And a first down for Green Bay. First down and 10 for the Packers, with Tom Moore carrying for 11 yards. So Green Bay, trailing by 4 points as we start the fourth quarter, is down deep in Philadelphia territory. Starr down under the center, calls signals, takes the ball, gives to Jimmy Taylor, who finds an opening in the middle, goes across, down inside the 20, stopped at the 18-yard line. Bednarik and Weber, with Marion Campbell also in on the play. He carries to the 18-yard line, a gain of 5. Second down and 5 for the Packers on the Philadelphia 18-yard line. The Pack moves back into its huddle. Just into the fourth quarter now. 67,000 fans looking on here. The championship game for the National Football League Championship. The Packers and the Eagles. Bart Starr brings the Packers out of the huddle again, down onto the center. Calls signals, takes the ball, gives to Tom Moore, coming around the left side, cuts back in. He's down across the 15 and to the 10-yard line before he is stopped. Bednarik and Tom Brookshire closing in to make the tackle right at the 10-yard line. And another first down for Green Bay. Nice block that time by Gary Knappel, another by Jerry Kramer. Packers have the ball. First and 10. The ball resting just outside the 10-yard line. I don't believe it is close enough to call it first and goal. First down and 10 at the 10-yard line. Starr brings them out of the huddle. Calls out the signals again. Takes the ball, gives to Jimmy Taylor, who finds an opening on the left side. Runs into one man, but manages to drive down to about the 6-yard line. That was Don Burrows with some help from Tom Brookshire, who made the stop. And it looks as though an Eagle was hurt on the play. Burrows is getting up slowly. And a timeout is called by the Eagles. Starr onto the center.
calls out the signals, takes the ball, looks for a receiver, throws one complete to McGee in the end zone for a touchdown for Green Bay. The Packers just took the lead. A 7-yard scoring pass from Bart Starr to the left end. Max McGee slanting in from his left end spot. And the Packers go out in front by a score of 12-10. Paul Hornung, who was injured earlier, now moves back onto the field, and he will try the extra point. So the Packers, who led at one point 6-0, then trailed 7-6 and 10-6, regain the lead by a score of 12-10. The Packers out of the huddle. They're lined up. The ball is placed and kicked. The kick is perfect. The extra point by Hornung is good. And the score now, the Green Bay Packers 13, the Philadelphia Eagles 10. Kickoff taken by Teddy Dean, who carries up across midfield and down into Packer territory. A 60-yard return by Ted Dean, stopped or forced out of bounds by Willie Wood. It looked for a moment as though Ted Dean might go all the way. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Here's Van Brocklin giving to Ted Dean, who finds an opening in the middle. Hit by Dave Hanner after moving ahead for about 5 yards to the 26-yard line. 26. Following a beautiful return of the kickoff. Packers lead 13-10. Van Brocklin down into the center again. Takes the ball, gives to Dean, or Billy Barnes rather, who cuts back up the middle. Gets down inside the 25 and drives pretty close to the 20-yard line. Stopped by Bill Forrester. First down for Philadelphia. First down it is. Billy Barnes carrying to the 20-yard line. So it's a first down and 10 for the Eagles. We're in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes and 15 seconds. Or 45 seconds remaining to be played. Here's Van Brocklin back to pass. He's being rushed and is going to be hit and thrown for a loss. Van Brocklin hit by Ray Nitschke and thrown for a loss of about 8 yards out to the 28-yard line. Let's make it the 27-yard line, a loss of 7. So it'll be second down and 17 for the Eagles on the Green Bay 27-yard line. The Packers put the rush on Van Brocklin that time. Again, Philadelphia comes out of its huddle. Retzlaff wide to the left. McDonald to the right. Here's Van Brocklin back to pass. Rolls a short one, complete to Barnes. He's at the 25 to the 20. Is hit and is going to be stopped inside the 15-yard line. Billy Barnes taking a short pass up the middle from Van Brocklin. Found himself wide open and carries down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Short of a first down. Third down about 3. Third and 3 for the Eagles at the 13-yard line of Green Bay. Van Brocklin again calls out the signals. Here is a handoff to Barnes, who tries to center the line. He's hit from behind. Gets down very close to the 10-yard line. And it's a first down. First down for the Eagles. The ball just inside the 10-yard line. It was Bill Quinlan who made the tackle that time. These Eagles have 11 first downs. The Packers have 18. Philadelphia now has first and goal on the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. First down and goal. Van Brocklin calls the signals, gives to Teddy Dean, who drives off left tackle down very close to the 5-yard line. Ted Dean carrying the ball for the Eagles. Big pile up there. Bill Forrester and Bill Quinlan made the tackle for Green Bay. The ball is on the 5-yard line. Second and goal to go. Ball right on the 5-yard line of Green Bay. Boy, these Eagles are fighting back, marching right downfield after a nice return of the last kickoff. Here is Ted Dean with the ball going wide to the left. He cuts inside the 5. He's over. Teddy Dean carries for the touchdown, and the Eagles regain the lead, 16-13.
try now with Sonny Jurgensen holding and Bobby Walston kicking. The lead changing hands here. The Eagles lead now 16-13. The extra point attempt coming up. The ball is placed and kicked. It is good. And the score now, Philadelphia 17. The Green Bay Packers 13, and the Eagles again have their 4-point lead. Packers were offside on the extra point try. That, of course, is declined. So it's been a real hard-fought football game. The Packers moved down for a touchdown. Ted Dean made a beautiful return of the ensuing kickoff. Van Brocklin came in and moved these fellows right downfield. Ted Dean capping the drive with a 5-yard sweep around the left side for the touchdown. Hit at the goal line, but he went into the end zone. The conversion by Walston is good, and once again the score is Philadelphia 17, the Green Bay Packers 13. Boy, talk about excitement here this afternoon. Waiting now for the next kickoff. Ted Dean will kick off for the Eagles. Back deep for Green Bay on the goal line will be Johnny Simak and Tom Moore. We'll see if these Packers can come back once more. We have 9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining to be played. Boy, this crowd of some 67,000 can really make a lot of noise. They're enjoying themselves here this afternoon. There's the whistle. The Eagles advance. Dean gets his toe into the ball, gets off a high end-over-end kick coming down to Simak at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. Gets away from one man at the 20. Breaks into the clear at the 25. Is hit and going to be down at the 30-yard line. Joe Robb hit him and stopped him at the 30-yard line. Nice return by Johnny Simak. Starr down onto the center, calls the signals, pitches out to Tom Moore coming wide to the left. He is caught from behind but gets away. He's at the 35. It's going to be stopped at the 35, the 36-yard line by Chuck Weber and Bobby Freeman. Dowler wide to the right, McGee wide to the left. Starr down onto the center, takes the ball, gives to Jimmy Taylor, who drives over right guard for about 4 yards, up close to the 40-yard line. Stopped there by Don Burrows and Jess Richardson. Very close to a first down. We're going to have another timeout, an official's timeout for a measurement. Parkman's over to talk with Vince Lombardi. Just inches short. Ronnie Gibbs gives us the signal, just inches short of a first down. So it'll be 3rd and inches for Green Bay. The ball very close to the Packers' 40-yard line. To those Eagles now, they jump in there to jam up that middle, hand off to Jimmy Taylor, who fights for yardage. But boy, he didn't go very far, if he went anywhere at all. Boy, Joe Robb, Jess Richardson, Ed Kyatt, Marion Campbell jammed up the middle, and we might have to have another measurement. They needed just inches, and we are going to have another measurement. Ball very close to the 40-yard line. Let's see if they made the 3 or 4 inches that they needed. Chain gang moves in. They put the chain down. First down. It looked as though Jimmy Taylor was stopped for no gain, but they needed only 3 or 4 inches. They did make that, so it's a first down for Green Bay. The Packers' 19th first down. First down and 10 for Green Bay on its own 40-yard line. Eagles lead by 4 points, 17-13. 7.5 minutes to play. Bart Starr brings the Packers out of the huddle. Here is Bart, back to pass. He looks, he throws one up the middle, complete to McGee. He is hitting down. The ball rolls away from him, and it is recovered by Philadelphia. The pass was complete to Max McGee, but he was hit hard and fumbled the ball. It was recovered by Maxie Bond at the Eagle 48-yard line. So Philadelphia has possession, first down and 10 on its own 48-yard line. Van Brocklin brings the Eagles out of the huddle. He's down under the center. Takes the ball, fakes a pitch out, gives to Dean, who was hit at the line of scrimmage, but manages to get up across the 50-yard line and to the Green Bay 48. Ted Dean powering his way for about 4 yards. Second down and 6 for the Eagles. Bill Quinlan made the tackle for Green Bay. We can just make out that 50-yard line. The ball is at the 49, so give him 3 yards, and the second down is 7.
Again, Van Brocklin brings him out of the huddle. Tommy McDonald split 15 yards to the right. Here's a handoff to Billy Barnes, who drives to the 45. Inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Barnes getting about 6 yards. Third down and about 1 for the Eagles on the Green Bay 43-yard line. The Eagles showing a lot of spirit. Snap out of that huddle. McDonald wide to the right. The ends are in close. Here is a handoff to Ted Dean, who was hit at the line of scrimmage, but rolls away from his man and might have picked up the first down. Let's see. Well, we're going to have another measurement. It is very close. He got just about a yard. We'll find out in a moment if he got enough for the first down. It was third and about 1. And again, the chain gang moves in. They pull the chain out. And it is short of the first down. Still by about a yard. It is fourth down. And about a yard to go for the first down. The ball at the 43-yard line of Green Bay. Fourth down and 1. The Eagles lead by 4 points, 17-13. About 5 minutes and 50 seconds, 45 seconds remaining to be played. Van Brocklin back in punt formation, standing on his own 45. Back deep for Green Bay are Willie Wood and Luke Carpenter. Van Brocklin gets the kick away. High, wobbly spiral coming down to Wood at the 10-yard line. He tries to get in between a couple of men there, but is hidden down at the 12. The punt by Van Brocklin taken by Willie Wood, who returns just a couple of yards. So the Packers have the ball first down and 10 on their own 12-yard line. John Nocera was the man who hit Wood and brought him down. First down and 10 for Green Bay. This is Blaine Walsh with Jack Whitaker at the NBC microphones this afternoon here at Franklin Field in Philadelphia. Green Bay out of the huddle. Starr down onto the center, takes the ball, drops back to pass, rolls to the left. He looks, he throws a pass at the sidelines to Tom Moore. He gets away from one man, but runs into a couple of others. Chuck Weber and Joe Robb hitting him and stopping him as he crosses the 15-yard line. They move the ball in and spot it down at the 17. A gain of about 5 yards. Little swing pass from Starr to Tom Moore. Second down and 5 for Green Bay on its own 17-yard line. Again, Green Bay snaps out of the huddle. McGee at the left side. Knappel is the right end. Dollar set as a flanker wide to the right. Moore and Taylor are back. Here is Bart Starr giving to Tom Moore, trying the right side. He runs into somebody right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Bednarik hitting him. Holding him for no gain. Third down and 5 for Green Bay on its own 17-yard line. About 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to be played. This is the big one, the game for the championship, the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles 17, Packers 13. Here is Bart Starr dropping back to pass. Gets nice protection, looks, throws, incomplete. Intended for Gary Knappel at the 35-yard line. Pass incomplete, straight up the middle. So it'll be fourth down and 5 for Green Bay on its own 17-yard line. The Packers will send Max McGee back into punt formation. Oh, it's been a close game all the way. The Packers led 6-0 on a couple of field goals. Then the Eagles went ahead 7-6, then 10-6 at the half. Packers went ahead 13-10. Now the Eagles lead 17-13. Here's a high pass from center, but McGee gets the kick away. Wobbly spiral. They're going to let it roll. It bounces down to the 35, the 30. Rolling down, still at the 26-yard line. Nice punt by Max McGee. So the Eagles have the ball again. First down and 10 on their own 26-yard line. The offensive unit moves back on. Barnes and Dean in the backfield. Tommy McDonald, the flanker back. Van Brocklin, the quarterback. Pete Retzlaff, the left end. Bobby Walston, the right end. Perf and Wittenborn are the guards. Smith, the right tackle. McCusker, the left tackle. Eagles out of the huddle. Bednarik down over the ball. Van Brocklin calls out the signals, takes the ball, gives to Dean, going wide to the left. Turns that corner, puts his head down and drives to the 30-yard line. Ted Dean driving for 4 yards up to the 30-yard line. Second down and 6 for the Eagles. The scoreboard clock shows 3 minutes remaining to be played. That is unofficial time, of course. The Eagles now will be trying to run out the clock. It is 2nd down and 6. Philadelphia with the ball at its own 30-yard line. Again, Van Brocklin brings the Eagles out of the huddle. He's down under the center. Calls him out, gives to Dean again, who tries left guard. Is hit at the line of scrimmage, but rolls away from the pile up there and gets a couple of extra yards, up very close to the 35-yard line. And that might be enough for a first down. Johnny Symank closed in from the secondary and stopped him. Now they have to get just outside the 35. And the ball is just short of the 35. Scoreboard clock now shows about 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to be played. It is 3rd down, less than a yard to go. And the officials call a timeout now, the 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning, Buck Shaw and the Eagles across the way are informed of that fact, as are the Packers and Vince Lombardi down on the near side of the field. Exactly 2 minutes to play and the Eagles lead 17-13. The Eagles back in their huddle. 3rd down and about a yard to go for a first down. This is a big play right here. Packers trying to get possession of that ball. A handoff to Billy Barnes, who tries to center the line. Is hit right on the line of scrimmage. He's fighting for yardage, and the Packers are fighting, trying to hold him back. Big pile up in there. Bill Forrester, Bill Quinlan, Henry Jordan, all making the stop. And let's see where he was stopped. No, he's short of a first down, so it is 4th down. 4th down. The Eagles did not make it. 4th down, about a half yard to go for the first down. The ball is right on the 35-yard line. So Van Brocklin drops back into punt formation. About a minute 35 to play. Willie Wood and Lou Carpenter back deep for Green Bay. Van Brocklin takes the pass from center, gets the kick away. A high, wobbly spiral coming down to Lou Carpenter at the 30-yard line. He's going to be hit and thrown down at the 35. Lou Carpenter hit by Gene Gossage and thrown down at the 35-yard line.
WGY 810 in your dial and WGFM, the General Electric station, Schenectady.
Back at Franklin Field again. About a minute and 5 seconds remaining to be played. The Packers have possession. 1st down and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Here's Bart Starr back to pass. He looks, he throws one. It's complete to Jimmy Taylor, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 5-yard gain on the pass from Starr to Taylor. That stops the clock with 55 seconds remaining to be played. Bednarik was the man who forced Taylor out of bounds. 2nd down and 5 for the Packers on their own 40-yard line. They have less than a minute now to get another score. And a field goal, of course, would not be enough. Eagles lead by 4 points. Packers out of the huddle again. Starr down under the center. Takes the ball, drops back to pass. He looks, he throws one complete to Tom Moore. He's at the 40. Is hit and going to be down at the 45-yard line. Just about enough for a first down. And a timeout has been called by Green Bay to stop the clock. Just about 45 seconds remaining to be played. Maxie Baughan and Tom Brookshire made the stop that time. They're short of a first down by about a yard. When play is resumed, it'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Packers. The ball is at the 44-yard line. Timeout down on the playing field. Well, this has been quite a ball game we've been watching here this afternoon. As we pointed out earlier, the Packers took an early lead and a couple of field goals by Paul Hornung. The Eagles scored a touchdown and a point to go ahead 7-6. Then the Eagles added a field goal to lead 10-6. That was the halftime score. Green Bay scored next, taking a 13-10 lead, and then Philadelphia came right back with one to take the lead 17-13. So the Packers have called a timeout to stop the clock. 45 seconds remaining to be played. Bart Starr came over and talked with Vince Lombardi during the timeout. Now he moves back onto the field and we're all set to go again. 3rd down, about 1 for Green Bay. They have the ball on their own 44-yard line. Green Bay comes out of the huddle. Dowler wide to the right. McGee split out to the left. Here is Starr giving to Jimmy Taylor, coming around the left side, charging hard, runs into somebody and is driven out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Boy, he put his head down and charged very hard into Tom Brookshire and went out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Philadelphia. 40 seconds remaining to be played. Packers have the ball now in Philadelphia territory. First down and 10 on the Eagles' 47-yard line. 9-yard gain on the play. Here's Bart Starr down into the center again. He takes the ball and drops back to pass. He looks. He throws one. It's complete to Knappel. Down at the Eagle 30-yard line. Tries to get away, but he's hidden down at the 30-yard line. 30 seconds remaining to be played. And again, the Packers call a timeout to stop the clock. They have a first down and 10 on the Eagle 30-yard line. Jimmy Carr made the tackle for the Eagles. And again, Bart Starr comes over to talk with Vince Lombardi during this timeout. The Packers moving that ball downfield. First down and 10 at the Eagle 30-yard line. They're getting ever deeper into Eagle territory, but as I pointed out a moment ago, a field goal will do the Packers no good at this point. They trail by 4. 17-13 is the score. The Eagles lead the Packers. Jack, this has been quite a battle here this afternoon.
Well, we said the second half playing was going to be something, and I think it's one of the finest played professional football games in the second half I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing. Great crunching blocks and hard tackles and great offensive and defensive play by both clubs, and it's a real cliffhanger, as most of them are. With 30 seconds to go, Green Bay, roaring now, is down on the 30-yard line of Philadelphia with 30 seconds left and a first down. So hang on to your seats, everybody. This championship game is going down to the last final second. All right, Blaine.
Bart Starr has completed 19 out of 32 passes. First down and 10 on the Eagle 30-yard line. Starr down under the center now. Calls out the signals, takes the ball and drops back to pass. Gets protection, looks, throws a long one intended for Dowler. It is incomplete. Down in the end zone. Dowler and Don Burrows now square off down in the end zone, and the official jumps in between them. Pass intended for Boyd Dowler is incomplete. Jimmy Carr and Don Burrows both were back there with Dowler. Clock stops automatically. It shows 25 seconds remaining to be played. Second down and 10 for Green Bay. They have the ball on the Eagle 30-yard line. 25 seconds left. Packers move back into their huddle. Tom Brookshire, Bobby Freeman, Don Burrows, and Jimmy Carr, the deep men, in that Eagle defensive backfield. Packers out of the huddle again. Second down 10. Again, Starr takes the ball and drops back to pass. He looks, he throws. The pass is complete to Knappel at the 22-yard line. He is hidden down immediately by Maxie Bond. And the clock is... Packers now lining up, trying to get another play underway. Clock continues to run. 10 seconds. Packers have time maybe for one more play. Starr takes the ball and drops back to pass. He looks, he throws one. It's complete. Down at the 15, to the 10, and he drives to the 9. Jimmy Carr cuts by Derrick, and the ball game is over. The pass was complete to Jimmy Taylor, who drove down inside the 10-yard line, and now the Eagles jumping up and down, a happy bunch. The world champions defeat the Green Bay Packers 17-13, and the Eagles are carrying Buckshaw off the field. The Eagles are carrying Buckshaw off the field. It's all over here at Franklin Field in Philadelphia. The Eagles defeat the Green Bay Packers by a score of 17-13.
Well, that's it. 17-13 as the Philadelphia Eagles, in a beautiful game against another great team, the Green Bay Packers. These two teams well representing both conferences here in the National Football League. The cream of the crop, playing a great game at Franklin Field for the championship of 1960. All right, once again, the final score, Philadelphia 17, Green Bay 13.
Starr's up over the ball. This will be it. Starr's back to throw. He takes time. He throws over the middle.
I had him right here in my sight. And I made sure I knocked him down to the ground. And there was still about 9 seconds to go. And I could see the clock up there going 8, 7. And he's squirming to get the heck off of it. When I saw 0, I looked down at him. I said, you can get up now just like you get. This effing game is over.
The game's over. The game's over. The Eagles are the champions of the world. Listen.
It was like something out of mythology that Bednarik not just would have played 59 minutes of that game at his age as the oldest man on the field, but that he would be the one standing there making the tackle that ended it. That's Roy Hobbs stuff right there.
They've been called a team with nothing but a title, but they captured more than that day. From Fishtown to Kensington to the main line, the 1960 Eagles won over the hearts of Philadelphia with a magical season. It would be the only postseason loss Vince Lombardi would ever suffer, and the last pro football championship the city of Philadelphia has seen.
It was just a strange, unique group of guys that suddenly decided that the most important thing in the world to them was to win a championship. This 1960 team developed that intangible, whatever it is. Some people called it spirit, some people called it camaraderie, and that's why we won.
We really got like family, you know. And I think that's the reason we won is because we were like family.